So that's what I got accomplished, other than getting
Okay. Yes, I'm watching my own YouTube channel, okay? Anyways, this is Don with the Nearly Historical Model Railroad channel. We do model railroading stuff in HO scale. We have HO and HON3. So that's pretty cool, really kind of a big layout. It's kind of neat. Anyways, an update. So I was just watching my own video because I haven't put a video out in a long time and I don't remember what I last showed everybody, so I had to kind of check on it. So in this video though, it's gonna be random like all the others probably, but I'm gonna show you some stuff at Romley. I built a bridge. That is cool. I have actually been shooting video a little bit here and there as I kind of go through that process. I may put something out that kind of details that some. We'll see what happens. Right now, I just want to get a video out to you. Thank you, Sparky107 for putting a comment out there saying, hey, you guys still around? Can we get like an update? You guys okay? What's going on? So thank you, and the others that have left comments. So like I said, I was gonna maybe wait and put together this big video on the building the bridge in Romley and stuff, but I'm just gonna skip ahead and show you kind of where I'm at this moment, because that seems fair. Maybe I'll throw something together. I think I already said that anyways. So anyways, we are still here. We're gonna, my dad's still around, Jim's still around. Just, my schedule has changed. My work schedule has changed, and I actually work in a different city, and I used to come out here every Monday night, and I just can't do that anymore, and it's really messing things up. I don't like that. So I get out here pretty sporadically and not very often now. I don't like that. Scott's schedule also is pretty crazy, but he's still around also. And Jim, he does get out here every once in a while, although we don't always cross paths, so it just stinks because, yeah, I miss being together with everybody, and John, and yeah. So anyways, but thank you for hanging in there, I guess, and I'm gonna show you some of that bridge, I guess, and where I'm putting it, and what I'm actually kind of working on right now is probably building the abutments for that bridge to sit in. And I got track done in Romley. There's a whole nother story behind that, but whatever, we might get into that or not. Anyways, just, hey, glad you're still here. Glad I'm still here. Thanks for, I don't know why I'm saying thanks, it's not the end of the video. Anyways, all right, let me grab the camera and show you where we're at. All right. Well, look at that. Locomotive with a light on, which means there's actually power to the track. So, still working on the bridge, but came out here and I went ahead and ran feeder wires. So all the track that I had in place, there's a few joints that I may solder together, probably should. Make sure I got good electrical connection everywhere. But I actually have something on here. Doesn't really do them any good, but I can flip this turnout. The other ones need tortoises still, so I got them kind of pinned over right now. But anyways, some progress, some power. No power on the turntable yet, but I did run wires kind of down through the center posts. I didn't solder them to the rails, but I did get wires through there. So I proved that that will work, so that's good. All right, picking up where we left off. This is Romley. We had a temporary track going through it for years, it seems like. And in the last video, I pulled all that track up. And what you haven't seen is I have actually gone through and laid down the permanent track that will actually be here. Kind of similar to what was up there at some point in time, but I also kind of added this extra little spur or whatever going off onto the turntable. I've worked with that turntable. Doesn't have a motor on it, but it does spin, and it seems to line up really well. So that was an interesting little challenge. So I've laid all the track, it's all hand laid, but you can see it ends here and it ends over here. And that is because, well, the elephant in the room, we have to do this bridge now. So we had a temporary little piece in there to run that one track over, and it's time to do this bridge. So I have actually been at home working on this bridge. One of those projects that, you know, you do a little, glue something, let it dry for a month, and then do a little more, let that dry. Maybe another month goes by. And well, yeah, eventually I've got it done. So this bridge is, you know, it is in, sorry about the spinning around. It is in likeness of, I'm going to say, of the Romley Bridge that is there, and actually is there today. So it's in likeness of that because I have 2 tracks going across it. I used a bunch of materials that I had laying around. So some of the wooden stuff may be bigger than it should be. I'm not going for exact, but I will tell you what, if someone comes in this train room, looks at this picture and looks at my bridge, you're gonna like, oh wow, that's that bridge. That's so cool. You're such an awesome modeler. And I'm good with that. I'm good with it in my own mind. I don't really care what other people think. I want them to be impressed. I want them to like it though. So anyways, this room, when you come into our train room, this is the first thing you see. And it looks great, except for the big hole where the mill is not. And whatever. So I might temporarily kind of cover this up with some landscaping or whatever, because at the rate I'm going, I don't know when I'm gonna build this mill. So I'd like to get that wood covered up. So anyways, I am going to work on getting the bridge abutments in here. I did come out here a little while ago and I took out the wood blocks and did some trimming, trimmed this back some and cut this out a little bit. So I just got to figure out how I want to do the bridge abutments for that. So I'm going to work on that for a little bit. I may have to get dirty, so I may have to put the camera down for a little while. But at some point I will show you the bridge that I've been laboring so hard under the stairs of my house late at night when everyone has gone to bed. Anyways, I will show you that at some point here. All right, we'll see you in a moment. Thanks. Okay, my hands are clean for a second, so I'll show you this. So I have a mold to make some stone walls, so I got a little creative, had to make this overhang a little bit. So this is like the full size kind of ish. So now I'm working on cutting them down and correcting other mistakes I've made. I'm trying to cut it down so it actually kind of fits in there. But anyways, this is just hydrocal dried up all the way pretty much. All right. Okay, about ready to get my hands dirty, so shoot a little bit. So I have made these bridge abutments, trimmed them, cut them, put screws in to try to get them to rest in like exactly the spot they need to be, hopefully. So gonna go mix up some hydrocal and use it to essentially glue those in place. So that's the part that the bridge shoes will actually sit on. So this is just to get those in the right spot. There'll be more to do after that. My hands are clean, so show you a little bit of progress. I have all the abutment, I think, in place. Just need to probably build up some rock around it, but I have it in place where the bridge will sit, and it actually fits in there. So, all right, here. So I'm making a mess down in here, and that's fine. I knew I'd be doing that and have to do stuff. So anyways, so this is the part here that the bridge actually sits on, and this is back behind, I don't know, behind the bridge, I guess. So same thing on this side. The bridge shoes actually sit on this ledge. And I'm really glad that I got this extra little bit hanging out. That looks so much better. Wasn't quite sure how I was gonna do that, and then I came up with a simple way to do it. And I'm really glad I did that. Basically, I made the rock mold, used a bandsaw to cut the top layer off, and then I just pulled that top layer out, offset it a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of bandsaw, a lot of stuff like that to get these little bits and pieces cut in. My advice, I guess, would be this wood road bed. I would pull it back even farther on each one just to give myself some room. I didn't really have any room to actually put rock mold in here, so I put a mold here and there and just kind of filled this in with hydrocal and then just carved it out with a knife. But I think it looks fine. So now, obviously, you know, there's this and this, and, you know, I think next I'm probably going to try to get some rock mold around that to kind of make it fit in. And which just kind of came back farther. That'd be cool, but I'm not changing that now. But I'll make it work and just be a little more prototypical. There's more room back here. This is kind of getting washed out and you got a bunch of rocks behind it, backfilling it. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. It'll look great. All right, continuing on. Okay, so you didn't see my dad, but he just helped me clean everything up. He's been working a little bit over there in the Como area. So anyways, I got those abutments in place as you saw, and I got all the rock molds around them now. So now there's like completeness for that. It's all white, doesn't look pretty because it's all white. But again, if you've been watching our videos, once you paint it, it comes alive. So let me show you this real quick, and then I'll put the bridge in there. I'll let you see it. I'll let you see it. It's not gonna be done, whatever, I'll let you see it. Okay, so here we are. Again, it doesn't look that much because it needs to be painted and the lighting is very flat on it. But I have rock going up to it. So that should look pretty good. I'm gonna leave those little holes there. Probably stuff it with the bush, but I kind of like them. Yeah, so it is what it is. Maybe a little bit more cleanup someday, but as far as like maybe cutting grooves back into some of the block. All right, I will see if I can set the bridge in there and I'll let you see it. Hey, so if by chance you're kind of liking this video, I mean, you're at this point, you might as well hit subscribe, because that's what all the people on YouTube say to do. So go subscribe, I guess, and hit the thumbs up and leave comments, good, nice comments. Okay, let's keep going. Look, here's my dad.
Hi, gang.
It's the other Don. All right, and actually I heard that Jim is going to be coming by tomorrow. I won't be here, but he is coming by to work on the cow area. Okay, here's the bridge. All right, there's my Romley custom scratch built. Now I built this bridge for 2 tracks to go over it, and I understand there was only one, but you know what, in my world it's 2. So of course we gotta run rails and everything. I just dropped it in there, just barely fits. My dad said if I paint the rocks and stones, it probably won't fit anymore, so better go a little thin on the paint. But yeah, there it is. So let's see if we can get a couple of nice angles here. I got the little nut bolt thingies, and I realized that those are they're actually like pins, but who's gonna know the difference other than you and me? So there's that. I think it's turned out pretty darn cool. The front wood across the top is different sections of wood. The I-beams I custom built. I had to build a little jig. Jim would be proud of me making a jig. Yeah. All those little wires, I forgot how many now. I think there's like 35 or 32 of those little wires all inside there, up and down and all around in there. Sorry about the light, that doesn't look very good. But yeah, of course it needs to be weathered and that kind of stuff. Yeah. I like it. It's gonna be pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Okay, so there you are. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Looks like we're doing all right. It's busy. So if you enjoyed the video, like it. Leave some comments like, oh, you are still around. That's good. Yes. So anyways, leave comments and I don't know. Catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.